What's going on, guys? So today we have a special episode of Madden 20, and we're just going to do a fantasy draft. Before I start, I'm just going to show you I am using the Cowboys. This isn't really going to be team-specific, except there are going to be a couple things that are team-specific. Like, I'm not going to draft linebackers that are pass rushers, because that's just not how Dallas uses their linebackers. And that's pretty much it. And I'll probably draft for a zone defense. So go ahead and get started, and got like a mid-first round pick, so it's not too bad. We're just gonna run the whole entire draft. There's a lot of videos out there of people doing the draft, and some guys will just draft like older players, whoever's the best available, that kind of thing. I'm mostly gonna draft guys under 30, if not my whole team. Just looking at quarterbacks right now, I'm thinking Deshaun Watson's probably gonna be the first pick. Tyreek Hill usually goes in the second round. I don't have like a sheet showing where guys go. I know a lot of guys do that too, but I have done enough drafts to know where a couple guys go. We're gonna go and take Watson number one. This 23-year-old superstar quarterback. He develops really well. He's got the escape artist, I think, which is really big this year. Second round, definitely going wide receiver. Tyreek Hill still on the board like I thought he would be. Unfortunately, Diggs and Odell are gone, so we're going to take Tyreek Hill. Second round. Third round is where it gets a little iffy because I could go wide receiver again. But I could also go, and then there's nobody like at the top that I really want. So we can either go pass rusher or linebacker. And like I said, I'm not going to draft Von Miller just because he's not a scheme fit. We got Levante David, but I think I can get Deion Jones in the fourth. I could go left outside linebacker in the third, middle linebacker in the fourth. And I really think I'm going to do that. What is Darius Leonard's speed? Speed and acceleration are really the two ratings I look at for linebacker. And Leonard's isn't great. These guys are rushers, so that's not really what I'm looking for. Van Noy, I don't think he's super fast either. I don't want to draft Van Der Esch because he's already on the team. We're going to go and take Leonard. His ratings aren't terrible by any stretch. 86 and 87 is not slow for a linebacker. So fourth round, I'm thinking I'm also going to go linebacker, this time middle, and we're going to go Deion Jones, who's super fast. And also, you got 2 stars in linebacker already that'll easily develop to superstar within the first couple seasons. Okay, so we got quarterback, receiver, linebacker, safety, and pass rusher. I usually look at now, but I'm also glancing at wide receiver and running back. A lot of good receivers like around here, and nobody I really want towards the top. Running back. Again, I don't, although Le'Veon Bell would be good. How old is he? He's 27. I think we're going to pass just because running backs get better so fast in this game. And we're going to look at either pass rush or safety. Right end, nobody I really want right now. Left end, kind of same. Jeffrey Simmons is one guy, but I'm kind of thinking I can wait a few rounds and get him, hopefully. Defensive tackle is probably where we're going to go. Just get a fat guy to plug the middle. And I'm thinking Vita Vea. I have a franchise with the Cardinals with a couple of my buddies that I do, and Vea is just awesome in this game. Although Payne is there too. And he's 22 and a star. 95 strength, 97 strength. I really don't think I can beat Vea's power moves. How old is he? 24. So he is 2 years older. So I'm actually going to, just to do something different than what I typically do, I'm going to go with Daron Payne here. Although I could argue in this game that Vita Vea is probably the better player. Just slightly. Okay, so we're getting a little better on defense. Still don't have a second wide receiver or a running back. So it looks like wide receiver, I'm still good for a round or two. Same with running back. I don't need to go receiver or running back right now. We'll just look at tight end. And Hawkinson is still on the board. So he kind of becomes like a Gronk type player in this game. I do think this is still a little too early to take him, though. He's only a 78. But, you know, if I wait a round or two for all three positions, I'm going to lose somebody. But you still got Goddard on the board, and I'm going to pass, and we're going to look at right end and left end. Jonathan Allen is probably who I'm aiming for at right end. And left end, Simmons, probably not a bad time to take him. Let's look at the linebacker. Could go Telvin Smith, but I don't think Dallas's right outside linebacker plays a ton. Like, Sean Lee starts in the game, but he doesn't get all the snaps from my understanding. So I'm going to go Tyrann Mathieu here. Let me look at his age first. 27. Yeah, I like the pick. Yeah, we're going to go Honey Badger. And I would think it's pretty easy to get him to superstar as well. Okay, so right now, let's look at running back again. I'm still okay with where I am because, I mean, Coleman's good enough to start, absolutely. Mostert, good enough to start with the 94 speed and the 94 acceleration. James Conner's slow, but good power back. But again, Breida, good enough to start, super fast. And then you got the solid backs like Geis. Michelle, I guess, isn't much of a power back, but he's pretty strong back too. Miles Sanders is still there, so I'm not worried about running back right now. Like I said, those guys develop really well. Okay, now wide receiver, we are kind of starting to, and I'm thinking between A.J. Brown, who has hidden potential, and Mike Williams. And so Williams is star. I think I'm going to go A.J. Brown, which is really good number 2 receiver. It doesn't have the super fast speed, but Tyreek Hill does. So I think he'll develop well as a number 2. Look at tight end real quick. See if Waller's really good, and he is star development now. And it looks like TJ's gone. So I waited too long to get TJ. But we still got Goddard and Waller. And Waller's really good, super fast, but he is 26. Goddard's 24. I'd really like both of them. I'm going to take Waller because of his speed. He's 89 speed, 89 acceleration. One of the fastest tight ends in the game. And this is kind of crazy thinking here, but if I could get Goddard too, I'm going to go and pick Goddard. Cowboys do a lot of 2-3 tight end sets. So we got 2 stud tight ends. To me, is just like having 2 stud receivers, if not equally important for the Cowboys in this game. Okay, definitely need to look at defensive end now. And Simmons is gone. I waited too long for him. Probably got greedy with the 2 tight ends, but it's Madden. We're gonna have some fun with it, so I don't hate that pick. I mean, there's still some decent guys left. Thanking Dexter Lawrence because he's hitting potential, so we're definitely gonna go Dexter Lawrence, and he's also a scheme fit, so. I will say, using him, I haven't had much success with him, with the Giants, just playing with him here and there this year. But he develops really well, and I don't use the defensive line much anyways. And Jonathan Allen's still there, so. Our scheme fit is speed rusher, but that doesn't matter to me. I prefer power rushers in this game anyway. So we're going to go Jonathan Allen. Probably need to look at running back, free safety. Also, backup defensive tackle is important because those guys do actually start for the Cowboys. So it's not a backup. I don't know why I said backup. Plenty of decent guys there. Taven Bryan's a solid pick here, but he doesn't have his real face in the game, and it's kind of annoying. So I don't think I would take him for that reason. Let's look at running back. And Phillip Lindsey would be the obvious pick, but I think it's kind of silly that he's still available. Mostert, Breida are still there, so although it does look like Michel's gone, so maybe. Oh no, Michel's still there, so I'm still gonna wait at running back. It is a bit risky, but so safety's starting to go. Let's see if either of these guys are star, and none of them are. However, Anthony Harris is he's got 89 acceleration, 87 speed. McLeod's got a little better acceleration, so let's look at him too. 86 speed. Wait, what are you paying attention to what I was doing? Okay, so he does have star development, but he's 29, so really after a year or two, he's going to start declining anyway. Harris is 27, I think I said. Yeah, we're gonna go Harris here. Still need a second defensive tackle, right outside linebacker. I'm not looking at defensive back yet, but I'm also going to start looking at offensive line. There's still some really good guys available here, but they are older. I think Peters is pretty old. Yeah, 37. Dawkins, I think, goes soon. One of the best pass protectors left that's not super old. And left tackle is the most important position, so we're going to go left tackle here. Just solid starter, 25 years old. He'll develop. He'll have a decent, 4 or 5 years to let you draft a guy or pick up a free agent in the future. So we're going to continue to go. Actually, we might not go line here. We might go linebacker. And okay, this would be a good pick. 26, star development. And his speed isn't great, but I don't think there's a lot of super fast pass coverage linebackers. And, I don't care that much about scheme fit, but with linebacker, I don't want a power rusher on a team that uses pass coverage guys. So, yeah, we're going to go Campbell here. – Still don't have a running back. Need another defensive tackle too. Just glance at running back, and we're probably going to go defensive tackle here. Yeah, running back's next round. Okay, I think most of these guys are a little older. Shelby Harris, 28, but he's pretty solid. Andrew Billings, 24, also solid. And it starts to go down a little after that. We're going to look at Billings and his power rush and see what it is. Am I missing it? Yeah, 72. It's not great, to be honest. Shelby Harris is 76, so not much better. So we're going to go Billings. Solid second defensive tackle. Also scheme fit, so that's always nice. Okay, so we lasted around 16. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to go right tackle here before I get my running back. Actually, I really don't need to because I think Juwan James will at least last another round or two. See if there's any other offensive linemen. Yonda is a 92, but he must be old. Yeah, 34. Still some couple really good guys here. Trey Turner might be the pick. Let's see who's at center. Ben Jones and Pouncey are older. Few decent guys, but they'll last a couple rounds, I think. Left guard, we're looking older too. Maybe I can get Daniels or... But we're going to go Trey Turner here. Who am I missing on defense? So we just haven't started defense back yet. Let me grab one running back. And Phillip Lindsey's still there. I feel like it's almost unfair to pick him. But I might just do it anyway. The only thing is he doesn't have the speed that like Breida and Mostert have. And Breida's also star potential. Although, I mean, he is 93 speed, 91 acceleration, and he is a better back. So I feel kind of crazy not taking him. So, yeah, we're going to do it. To get a guy like Phillip Lindsey in round 17 is pretty crazy. Pretty silly, to be honest. Right tackle. Thinking Juwan James. Just solid guy to anchor the offensive line. And right tackle is definitely, I mean, both tackles are super important because we got a quarterback that's going to roll out. You'd probably roll out to the right a lot too. So, arguably, that makes right tackle for this team equally important or more important to left tackle. Still got some solid guys that... Okay, left guard is going. Tomlinson's actually a pretty good pick here, I think. Because Pugh's older, Iapati's older, Glenn, Flowers, I think they're all older. And then Lewis is a 72. Oh, man, I accidentally drafted Iapati. I did not mean to click that. Dang it. Oh, well, I mean, he is 32. I'm thinking about just taking Tomlinson here and just using Iapati as like a super sub. I did not mean to pick him. That was my mistake. Yeah, we're going to do that because that's a pick I wanted to make there. Okay, so we got plenty of centers left. So we're going to glance at defensive back first. Hoping for a zone guy. Trey Flowers might be the pick here. Let's see if there's anybody with star development that's worth taking. Josh Jackson. Is EJ Gaines? No. So Jackson is probably going to be my pick here because he's good jumping, good speed, good acceleration. Those are really the three things, as well as height, that I look for at defensive back. Gonna go. No. Flowers, and gosh, Lewis wouldn't be a bad pick either. Although I try to draft guys that aren't already on the Cowboys. Yeah, Flowers is going to be my pick here. Again, he's 6'3". He's got good speed, good acceleration. Is his jumping not great, but he's tall, so he'll make up for it. And it kind of gives us like a more legit starting defensive back. Okay, so this is definitely the round we got to go center. Lindsey's 28. Blythe is 27, but a scheme fit. Chase is 26. So Blythe is 27. Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet there. Okay, let's look at running back. Wide receiver, and see if anybody's good to start in the slot. So Bird, I think, is pretty decent in the slot. 72. That's not great, but Josh Reynolds is a solid player, and he's actually. I'm thinking I'm gonna start him in the slot. I'm a Texas A&M fan, so I like going after the A&M guys, but he's young. He's a big guy, so I think he'd fit well in the slot. Big and strong. Cool. I like that pick. We're going to look defensive back and running back and quarterback. Okay, Rasul Douglas, but he is not super fast. That's the only thing. Who do I have? Flowers and Jackson. Okay, so really just need somebody good in the slot. These guys are old. How's Douglas in the slot? Okay, he's okay, not great. Webster and Hill. Okay, Hill's 6'2". .89 speed, 90 acceleration, 75 press. Hoping for better than 76 jumping. I didn't mean to hit circle there. What's Rasul Douglas's jumping? 82, so it's not great either. What about Webster? He's 28 too. Better, but I don't know. Kind of on the fence here. I'm gonna take Hill. I kind of like having like a slot specialist, but just a better man press guy. Just for that one slot position. Okay, look at quarterback real quick. Okay, so it looks like I waited too long for backup quarterback, but there's still guys. Just not who I wanted. I was hoping for Josh Rosen, and it looked like I probably missed him by a couple rounds. So Kyle Allen's not a bad backup by any means in this game. Hill is a star development, but he's 29, and let's see, Easton Stick. I like the North Dakota State guy, South Dakota State, but we're going to go Kyle Allen. He's young. He'll develop well as a backup. Another guy from my Cardinals franchise that I like to use. He's actually started a lot of games for me and done really well. Okay, so still some really good running backs. McKinnon's still there, and he's star development. Who did I end up taking? Lindsey. Okay. I could get Cohen or McKinnon. I'm getting McKinnon. I actually think he's the better player slightly. Although arguably they're pretty much the same. Offense, we're pretty good right now, I think. I could look at like a fourth receiver. Not tight end. Yeah, because, I mean, there's not a ton of great receivers left, so having one more guy that's just really solid. Wow, Robert Foster, not too familiar with him, but he's got really good speed. Yeah, we're going to go with, I've used Bird a lot. That's why I'm trying to avoid him. N'Keal Harry is young. He's a rookie. Big, strong guy. I kind of like that pick. I don't love it, but that's the route we're going to go. And honestly, I already sort of regret not taking Bird there. Okay, let's see. We got defensive line and linebacker. We need some depth for sure right now. Okay, wow, still some really good linebackers. Damian Wilson's a former Cowboy. Speed is not good though. Oh, who is Foyesade Olakun? I am not familiar with him at all, but he's 24 from Yale. Super fast. He's a scheme fit. That's definitely what we're going with here. And when I start to do backups, like now, I like to look a lot at just their age, for linebacker speed. We still need a kicker and a punter. The really good guys are gone. I want to say Lutz is still pretty young. Yeah, and he's star development, so we'll go with him for sure. 97 kick power. That's really all that matters in Madden with kickers and punters. In my opinion, anyway. Dixon, I think, is also star development. 23 years old, so that's really good value at punter. Also has a cannon of a leg. Now let's look at defensive line depth. Medbane is solid, but he's really old. Kalen Saunders is 23. He's actually a really good pick for here. Usually have to go down the list to find some younger guys, but yeah, we're definitely going to go Saunders. Look at defensive end. Nobody I love here. Same with right end. Look at linebacker again. Okay, so a lot of these guys are pass rushers. Kaiser White's got really good acceleration, pass coverage. See how he is as a run stopper. He's not bad. But we're going to glance at middle linebacker, see if there's anybody else. Looks like a lot of those guys are gone. I'm looking at Maurice Alexander's got good speed and acceleration, but he has 28. Morrow's is solid. He's 24. Out of Greenville College. I wonder if that's in South Carolina. Yeah, I'm going to take Morrow. And also, there's not a lot of backup fill general linebackers, so the fact that he's a scheme fit's a big deal too. Then go back and see if Kaiser's still there, and he is, so cool. And now we already have a really good backup guard, but let's glance at right tackle. Just see who's there. Kendall Lamb, is he 27? I'd like a little more youth. Afidi's 25. I think he's kind of a bust, but we're going to pick him anyway. 68 rating for a backup is on the offensive line is pretty good. So defensive end and defensive back safety we need. Let's see. Is Parker young or is he old? Okay, he's young. 90 acceleration. Oh. Look at this guy. We got 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 22 years old. That's a no-brainer. 74 rated. And he fits all three schemes. Okay, so I'm probably just going to pick Parker, although there was one guy from A&M with 91 speed. Terrell, but I think he's a few years older. Yeah, he's 28, so we're going to go Parker. Okay, so this is later in the draft. Obviously, picks start to mean a little less. We do really need defensive back and defensive end, but look at fullback real quick. Okay, so I usually don't wait too late on fullback, but I did. Patrick Richard is gone. Sherman's a star, but he's 30. What about the guy out of A&M? Is he still there? Gillespie. I like Colin Gillespie, but I mean, this is definitely too early to take him. So I am going to wait. Wide receivers. We're good. I really need to go defensive back and defensive line. Okay, so Marvin Tell Jr., 6'2", 92 acceleration, 92 jumping. Now, the one thing is I think he is slow. 86 speed's not horrible, so we're going to go him. All right, now we need to fill out defensive line for sure. Not seeing anybody at left end that I really care for. Might just go with my A&M guys unless somebody catches my eye. Kiki, but I really don't need to take them right now because they're not going anytime soon. Who we got at center? Actually, who was that left tackle? Irving, is he? We're gonna go with Nick Martin, Zach Martin's little brother. Solid backup center. Okay, we just for need, we're gonna go with Gillespie, the 12th man at Texas A&M. Just personal preference there, but he's 24. He's solid little playmaker at fullback. Make sure don't have any glaring needs here. All right, so And Stroman's pretty decent looking stats, and he's only 23. Cool, so we're basically done with defensive back, safety, linebacker. Just looking here. Okay, probably go ahead and take our defensive ends. Although, I mean, I could definitely wait some rounds. It doesn't seem like these guys are going to go, but I want to get Kingsley Keke just because one of the few players on the board I actually know a little bit about. Probably going to take Deshaun Hall here. Pretty sure he's younger. Yeah, 24. So we're just going with the younger players that I'm familiar with. Because there's always a chance that some of those guys develop well. So as long as you keep your team young, I picked one guy over the age of like 28, 29, and that was by accident. So you can see I really value youth in the fantasy draft. David Edwards, how old is he? Cool, 22. Solid backup. Hopefully never has to play. See what we got at wide receiver. And I really need a third running back soon too. Marcus Johnson. Who do we have right now? Okay, we probably need a little more speed. And maybe somebody I can put in the slot. We're going to go with Marcus Johnson because I like his speed. Go running back here. We have Lindsey and McKinnon. So, I mean, this third running back's not too important, but I'd like one more solid guy, and there's not a ton left. I'm thinking Devontae Booker maybe, but he has 27. I really don't need a 27-year-old running back. Bryce Love, I think he's a rookie, right? Good college running back. Yeah, we'll go with him. See who's left at tight end. I'll say I really like using Dan Arnold in my Cardinals franchise. Jordan Leggett was really good at Clemson. And I remember like his rookie sophomore year in the NFL, he was like a higher development, so you couldn't really get him in late rounds. So that's a good pick for a third tight end. He's still young, still can develop, he's solid. Okay, going to go left tackle here. Dennis Daly out of the University of South Carolina. He's 22. That's where we're going. Now we're really getting into the picks that don't matter. Third string quarterback, Jared Stidham's there. Really solid third string, so that's a no-brainer for me. Another good college quarterback. Okay, so we can go our sixth receiver. Thinking about a guy that can play in the slot. Not a huge fan of Cedric Wilson, but Greg Ward is okay. Austin Carter, he played in the XFL for a little bit. Want to say he was on a team. Gosh, there's just nobody. Quantum St. Brown, but I mean, I don't need another big, strong receiver. I need like a solid slot guy. Russell Gage Jr., I just don't know who he is. Pharaoh Cooper was a solid receiver in college. Looks like we're going to have to go with like Greg Ward just because I'm not seeing anybody I care for. River Craycraft, I feel like he was another XFL guys or AEF or whatever it was called. The one before XFL. Yeah, we're going to go Ward here. Okay, so we got 4 picks left. One of them's going to get cut in preseason anyway. Corey Grant's super fast. He's the fastest running back left, so sure, why not? Now at this point, just figure out who else you want on your depth chart. I like having 3 centers. No good reason for it, just personal OCD thing, I guess. Try and find somebody who's a little younger. Yeah, sure. Ross Pierschbacher. I'm not sure who he is. Out of the University of Alabama. Okay, so last guy who's actually going to get a roster spot. And we'll go middle linebacker or defensive tackle. We'll just get 2 of them. Yeah, let's go tackle. I was seeing if the guy out of A&M was still on the board, but I don't think he is. Dalen Mack? Or is he still at A&M? I'm kind of having a hard time remembering anything right now. Deshaun Williams, Clemson. Nah. Lewis Neal's a former Cowboy. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with him. He's young. One of the few speed rushers at defensive tackle. Just making sure I'm not missing anything from any other position, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's see if there's anybody fun to draft, because this guy's definitely not making the team, but that guy's name is Hercules. Cool, that's where we're going to go. And I think that's it. Guys, if you like my video, then do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and I thought it was just fun to just mix things up. And, you know, you see a lot of, like, the fantasy draft advice videos, but I thought this team was pretty good. Actually, one of the better teams I've drafted. We'll just go down the depth chart so y'all can see it. This is usually how I set my depth chart, in case y'all are wondering. So we're going to go Goddard and Leggett as our backup fullbacks. Left tackle, I put the backup right tackle. Left guard, put the backup right guard as the third. We have 3 centers. So we got 1 veteran on the team in Iafati, who's been in the league for a long time. So I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing one position where we're just really bad at. I mean, there's definitely some where we're average, but then there's some where we have a lot of weapons. Like, you know, quarterback we're really good, receiver we're really good. We got some good running backs. Let's see here. I mean, backup linebackers are probably better overall than the Cowboys' backup linebackers in real life, so I think that's a win. So we're probably weakest at defensive back, but we got a lot of tall, fast guys. So in Madden, that's a dub, to be honest. And if you don't want to watch this, obviously you don't have to, but figured some people might be interested in how I just set my depth chart. So it looks like McKinnon, Ward, and then Hill, McKinnon are kick returners, punt returners. So third down running back, McKinnon, Lindsey, Love. I'm cool with that. Power back, Lindsey, McKinnon, Love. So we really don't have any power backs on the roster, obviously. But that's okay. Reynolds, Ward, and N'Keal Harry, really? Yeah. Okay, so left end. So Darius Leonard is a solid pass rusher, but let's look at defensive tackle. So they're saying to do Allen, Payne, and Lawrence at defensive tackle. So who do they have? Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to go against the ratings here, even though it looks good at defensive tackle. But I'm going to have Allen and Kiki as our rushing defensive ends. Because they're not bad power rushers. And then, not Jones. Dexter Lawrence is our left end. Then sub linebackers. Yeah, that way Darius Leonard's the backup sub linebacker. Slot corners. So Terrell Edmonds, and he's a backup, I think. Okay, so if they want him starting in the slot, and then Hill would be the backup, and then Josh Jackson. Okay, I'm cool with that. Actually, that works out well for us. And that's pretty much all, guys. So hope you enjoyed my video. Leave me a like, and I'm out.